Hey there, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Cover. We have the final issue in this three-part extended saga from the Avengers in 1974. Here we have issue number 135. There you see, of course, 135, and there's Ultron 5. It was Ultron 5 who created you, Android, and now Ultron 5 will destroy you. So here we have Journey Through Time with Earth's mightiest heroes to learn the shattering secret of Mantis, plus how the Human Torch became the Vision. So if you've been following along the last couple episodes, we started with issue 133. So after like the Avengers' big battle with Kang the Conqueror, right, Immortus got involved. They vanquished Kang, or at least for the time being. And then Immortus is helping the Vision and Mantis both find out kind of how they came to be, their origins, because both the Vision and Mantis had one thing in common, and that's the fact that they really didn't know much about themselves, how they became who they are today at this time. So we're going to take a look at issue number 135. If you haven't seen the last couple episodes and you want to kind of get caught up here, go back and watch the episodes for issue number 133 and 134, which have been posted recently. Here we've got Steve Englehart, writer, George Tuska on the art for this one, a little bit different from the previous issues. We got Frank Chiaramonte on the inks, John Costanza on lettering, and G. Rousseau on coloring, and Len Wein is the Wien, the editor. So here we got the torch is passed. So there, of course, we have the original Human Torch, of course, the android, laying on the table. I guess his days have passed, and of course the Vision has that little scepter, right? That little staff that was given to him and to Thor by Immortus that allows them to go back in time to go see all the events that led up to Vision and Mantis's creation. So here we go, Ultron 5. Our entire story thus far: the Vision has invisibly observed the entire life of the original Human Torch to its untimely end in the abandoned laboratory of the Mad Thinker. But now a new, more monstrous menace has entered the scenario. So now, of course, we got Ultron 5. So for those of you who are familiar with the Avengers comics, right? Of course, you remember issue number 57, which was the debut of the Vision. You get a little bit of the back history there, but not much. So here's the opportunity to actually see everything that happens. So we see, then is the time of my creation, from the android body of the Human Torch at the hands of this insane robot, whom I must call Father or God. So then you have, now you have Ultron 5 talking. He is here, just as the Mad Thinker said he would be. The memorial services held last year were for public consumption only. Reed Richards kept his respectful gesture a secret. Of course, says see Submariner number 14. And because he did, the Avengers shall all die, or at least that's what he tries to say. And then he hears someone there, I hear a voice, and it's actually Quasimodo, the living computer. Okay, as you can see there. All right, so Quasimodo is basically saying, please let it not be the madness of prolonged solitude. If someone, yes, still I am sane, still I am fit to be Quasimodo, the living computer, and you are my salvation. So Quasimodo wants Ultron 5 to actually give him like a body to live outside of, just the head inside this big machine. My circuits sense power such as I have never known. You can save me, give me human form to match my consciousness. Ha, you presume too much, computer, for then you would become a robot, and Ultron 5 is the only living robot there will ever be, right? So yeah, so then we've got I have been alive for 3 months, yes, just 90 days ago in the house of Henry Pym they called Goliath. So then they actually show the creation of Ultron 5. So again, Henry Pym, of course, Ant-Man and Goliath, he's creating a robot, and that eventually becomes Ultron 5. So actually the creator of Ultron is Hank Pym, and then Ultron 5, the creator of the Vision, right? So as we move on here, coming soon from Mego. How many of you had any of those little action figures? All right, I had a couple of those. I still have Hulk and Falcon. I had Lizard, no longer have him. Must have traded him away or something like that. So here we show the creation of Ultron 5. So this is just as much his origin as well. And there you have his meeting with the Mad Thinker. Okay, the Mad Thinker, obviously, he works with him to allow him access to the Human Torch, the android body, right? So this is kind of giving all that kind of back history here. And then, okay, you see how the Silver Surfer kind of was involved there. So what does that say here? Someone else finds Quasimodo. So if you remember the old Silver Surfer comic, this is this actually, but this storyline happened in Fantastic Four Special number 5. Silver Surfer winds up getting involved with Quasimodo, so that kind of takes him out of the equation there. So here we stay away. So now, as you can see up in the top, you have Ultron 5 grabs the body of the Human Torch, the android body. Okay, then down below, we are now once again going to the Vietnamese temple gardens. Now we're going back to the other crew. It's a lot going on in these issues. A lot of dialogue, a lot of constant back and forth. So you've got Thor, Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Mantis are in Vietnam, and they're actually talking to Libra, who is the father of Mantis, and the kind of hologram sort of form of the swordsman, who is this time is dead. So here we go. Welcome, Mantis. We've been waiting you. That tree, we saw it brought here from the Kree galaxy millennia ago, and you, in the image of the long-dead swordsman, all in good time, Mantis. I have promised you. Today we'll see the coming of the celestial Madonna. So she turns to Libra. You have claimed to be this one's father. You must tell me what this means. I cannot, daughter. It is not my right. And then Thor says, look, a spacecraft from the sound of it, and it's not one of Midgard's by my troth. So then who lands but Moondragon? So remember the last issue, she actually went to Avengers Mansion to search for the Avengers and found Agatha Harkness and Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, doing some kind of training. She got into a little skirmish with the Scarlet Witch and said, you know what, I'm going to get out of here and go, they told her where they were. And so she went off searching for them. So Moondragon, here is Moondragon. And she says, it pleases me to greet you again, Avengers. I came in to answer your summons of Captain Marvel, though I knew not why precisely. What does it matter? Because you came, because you were needed. And then the swordsman says, the one has much to tell you, priestess, but first of all must tell us all of how you came to be. You speak as does Mantis. I almost feel I should know why. Yet I also feel I should trust you and simply do as you say. Hearken then to a tale of two worlds, and the man-god who forced me to tread them. So now we got a little bit of backstory on Moondragon, right? So here, of course, if you're talking about the creation of Moondragon, now you're talking about getting Thanos involved. Kind of a weird depiction of Thanos there, right? It's because I don't know if George Tuska ever drew Thanos before. So here you have kind of the creation of, and so you have, what else? So basically, if you remember correctly, Thanos actually killed Moondragon's father, okay, who as it turned out to be Drax the Destroyer, who was, reborn as Drax, and his daughter was Mantis. Okay, oh, not Mantis, Moondragon. So then you have the ruler of Titan, was Eros. So it's a lot of convoluted stuff going on here. Very intricate. So not only now are we talking about, the origin of the Vision and Mantis, now the origin of Moondragon. So it's just it's just crazy, right? So now you see that. But that is in many respects identical to the tale of this one's earliest days, at least as related by Libra. Perhaps that is because she was needed silence, right? So now all of a sudden you have Moondragon and Mantis realizing that their origins are very, very similar. Huh? So back then, from there, we go back to the laboratory where the Vision, of course, in his, just kind of watching in the background here, watching the creation in the laboratory of him, right? So Ultron 5 is working on the body of the Vision. And of course, Ultron is getting frustrated because it's not working like he wants to. So what does he do? He goes and finds the actual original inventor of the Human Torch, the android body, and brings him to, which is Dr. Horton, right? So he brings him to the lab to work on the body of the Human Torch, but he wants him to make all these changes. So he tirelessly slaves over, his work here with Ultron 5 standing over him. So as you can see, he's beating them up and saying, you got to keep working, until in the very end here, there is the fruits of their labor. And as you can see, there is the creation of the Vision from the body of the Human Torch, the original Human Torch. So now, you've got, we pop back to the rest of our crew. Immortus is up there Okay, Mortis is like, how's everything going here, whatnot. Then we pop back to Avengers Mansion, and you see Jarvis there. All right, then we go back to the creation of the Vision. All right. So a lot of backstory here. So for those of you who are fans of Avengers number 57, you can actually see how everything kind of happened there. Okay, so here you see creator and creation battling against each other. Then of course, Dr. Horton gets killed. Vision goes ballistic. So then you see the battle here. So Ultron eventually wins this battle against the Vision, reprograms him once again. And then here you can see, this time you shall possess a new personality, a blank slate upon which I may write anything I wish. Thus it was, Vision, that later that same evening, welcome to the world of the living, you who will never know but a half-life. I am Ultron 5, but you shall call me Master. Yes, Master. The you that is, you came to be. So basically Vision now sees that when he was originally came to life, he still had the mentality of the original Human Torch. That's what led up to that little battle in the laboratory that you just saw there. And then seeing the death of his original creator, Dr. Horton. But now he sees how he was programmed to forget all that stuff, and you only answer to me, meaning Ultron. So now that Vision has watched all this, so again, now we basically take you up to issue number 57 of the Avengers. So all the events that you've seen here led up to that issue number 57, the debut of the Vision in the Avengers magazine. So he goes, but Ultron was mistaken. You broke free of his mastery again when he sent you against the Avengers. And soon after you allied yourself with them, and now you know all. Now I know of the courage and love that comprise my heritage, and now I know that I have a heritage. That I did not spring full-blown from Ultron's brow, but was in fact one of the greatest heroes the world has ever seen. Good, then we return to Immortus. His voyage done, the Vision departs as he comes slipping unseen in time, and suddenly he suffers a wrenching jolt. The synchro staff vanishes from his hand, and the swirling sounds of time grow silent to leave him drifting and deserted, abandoned in a void with no direction or home. Okay, so that's kind of how this whole three-part saga kind of concludes. It's not quite finished. This month in Giant Size Avengers number 4, The Fate of the Vision, 9 surprise supervillains, and The Moment of the Madonna. And next month, all new Menace in Avengers number 136. So, yeah. It's a crazy couple of issues because there's just like so much going on and like so much dialogue and so much backstory, and it's constantly back and forth between things, but pretty cool nonetheless. So at least, for me, I don't care a hell of a lot about the whole Mantis backstory, but it's kind of cool to get every little bit of detail on how the Vision became the Vision. That's, to me, is the drawing card of this whole 3-issue run here from 133 to 135. So if you haven't checked them out, go ahead and read them in depth and get, all the complete dialogue and all the story. I try to give as best of a summary as I can here, without giving you every little tidbit. But cool cover, too. I always like the cover here quite a bit. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like button before you go. Very, very important to the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And we'll see you in a couple days with some more stuff. We got myself and Wild Bill back at it again. So look forward to more videos from you. We're trying to bring more stuff to you as often as we can. So you're going to get videos of the two of us, a bunch with me, and other people. We're going to try and bring you as much content. For years we've been doing 2 videos a week. We're now going to try and get you at least 4 videos a week. So we're trying to up the content here. If we can do more, we'll do more, but we'll get you as much as we can. And these inside the cover episodes are a lot of fun to do because it allows us to kind of reread a lot of the older stuff that we've had in our collection or the new things, and then bring them to you guys. And I think hopefully these inside the cover episodes will spark the interest in you to maybe go check out these particular issues that we're looking at. So a lot of fun reading all this stuff. So thanks for watching. I am Pete Partle from Comic Book Users. See you real soon, everybody. Thanks again, and see you in a couple days. Bye-bye.